people are back at work today, so they're finally getting into the hustle and getting it all done. What do you think is going to change this year? 2021, is it going to be any different from last year?
I think it's going to call a lot of people out. People are going to think that things are going to change. And the people that actually change with the times are the ones that are going to survive, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I think people are still in this mindset. We actually had a meeting this morning where one of our clients said to us, we're going to do it after coronavirus is over. So...
The goal was serious.
I'm sorry if you're watching this, but look, I know a lot of people have that mindset that we're going to do this once coronavirus is over. Coronavirus might be over. It's not about the strain of flu or whatever it is. It's more about what it's done to us as a society, as people, how it's changed us, how we think, how we behave, how our minds are. So I think humanity has shifted in the last 12 months to completely different to what it was prior to COVID-19, and people are now used to doing things a certain way.
Yeah.
Like you go to the shopping center and everyone's wearing a mask now. So you need to understand that the psyche of the customer has changed. Doesn't matter what vertical you're in, essentially, the psyche of the customer has changed, and we need to transform ourselves, and we need to pretty much adapt to the new norm. And this is the new norm.
And I think the whole digital space is the answer to that.
That's right.
A lot of people aren't considering it as a serious option because people do not want to see other people anymore. Let's be completely honest, right? Like, if we're going to keep it to the real estate space for this topic, the conversation we had with the guy that said, "Oh yeah, we'll start doing it after coronavirus finishes." They're not ready. They think that the old tricks still work. They do. They still definitely.
Some of them
work.
do.
Some of them do, but I think there's a lot more effective ways to go about it now.
Let's talk real estate. Let's talk about the real estate industry. How they've gone through this whole change. Of how open homes used to be and how people would come through and see the property, and now there'd be 20, 30, 40 people waiting outside the door just to come in and see how that's all changed. How auctions were for a time not happening anymore. So getting exposure, getting yourself in front of potential buyers was much more difficult. And a lot of people have adapted and understood that, transforming your business into the digital age is the only way forward. It's the only way to grow, and it's the only way to even sustain yourself as a business. So, talking from a real estate perspective, it's important to know that, yes, the old methods work. There's no doubt about it, but there's more efficient and effective ways to create business for yourself. An agent, what's his main goal? Goal is to find property, find vendors who want to sell, find buyers that want to buy. So, let's start at the top, vendors, market appraisals. Currently, what are they doing? They're going out, they're knocking on doors, and, it's 30, Sydney, it's about 30, what is it today? It's 35 degrees today, and right now it's 35 degrees. And if you're an agent, you're in your nice suit, your nice tie, jumping out of your nice car, you're going to go knock on 100 doors, 150 doors, whatever it may be in the street, in order to get some sort of quality leads. You're really going to be out there in the element. And there are better ways to do it. There are ways for these potential vendors to knock on your door.
What for the viewers? What is a better way of going about it?
Look, better way is the digital age. Being online, being on Facebook. I was reading a stat the other day where Australians on average click on 28 ads a month on Facebook. 28 ads a month, the fourth highest in the world.
It's nearly one a day.
That's nearly one a day, right? So the way the Australian market is, they love clicking on ads to find more information, even if it's by mistake, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You need to be available online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You need to have enough information, enough, value there for potential vendors and potential buyers to come and find out who you are, get an understanding of who you are.
Yeah.
But actually be able to do business with you through this medium, and we've got, with the State Digital, we've got the knockless solution, which
the
is
knockless
the knockless solution. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome, So
what a name.
Knockless solution, meaning, we want to help agents
knock less.
Knock less. That's
it.
Enjoy more, spend more time with your family, spend more time on doing what's more important for the growth of your business, as opposed to knocking on doors, interrupting people while they're watching TV or they're
Yeah.
having lunch and doing this and them swearing at you, you know, getting rid of you. It's important for you to create a community online. Create a community where people are able to contact you and say, hey, you know what, here's my number, here's my address, here's my email address. I'm looking to sell. You know, I want to see what my property is worth. I want to see what I can get for it in the current climate. So,
Yeah.
you know, creating a community online, creating a sales funnel is key.
Yeah.
You know, getting those leads, getting them not cold leads, getting warm leads, getting people actually submitting their details. So when you come in on a Monday morning, you know, you've got a list of 10, 15, 20 potential vendors that want to list with you.
Yeah.
So it's important to, again, build that community, build that trust around yourself, your brand, you know, build the rep.
Build the rep.
Because there's a lot of agents out there. There's you walk down the street, you're bound to find 1, 2, 3 real estate agencies, you know, in Australia at the moment. The way the property market's going, the boom's going, it's a very cutthroat industry.
Yeah.
So it's important to be
Extremely competitive.
extremely competitive.
Like
you know?
extremely competitive
Yeah,
in the greatest ways and in the worst.
that's right.
But that's good, because if you're using the new strategies, you're using what people are using, not just here in Sydney, not just here in Melbourne, but people around the world. Some of the most successful real estate agents are using what?
Their phones, these things.
They're using these things.
The black mirrors.
The black mirrors. But what I love is like the concept of you knocking on someone's door and then them getting up, putting their phone away to open the door, right? Why would you do that? Why don't you just advertise to their phone in the first place? They're on it all the time anyway.
That's right.
They're going to be more annoyed that
They're
they had to
scrolling
get
through
off
their
their phone.
Instagram stories. They're scrolling through their TikToks. They're,
Yeah.
they're on Facebook. They're
And,
everywhere.
and, the,
So
and the
be
beauty of real estate agents are that they do not service a massive area.
That's right.
The most successful real estate agents are those within what 3-4
3 to
kilometers
5 kilometers.
radius.
Yeah, that's right.
But they own the area.
Selling hundreds of homes in less than a 5 kilometre radius. You know, these are case studies that we've done, and a lot of successful agents based in Greater Western Sydney are selling only in a 3 to 5k radius, and they've sold over 100 properties a year. That's how much, you know. That's
much work there is out there.
and you know. But the thing is, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of competition, right? But
Yeah.
you got to be different. You got to try something different. You got to be different to what everyone else is doing in order to grow.
Yeah.
In order to be around and in order to sustain yourself. So, you know, the knockless solution is the first thing. Being online, having the basics is having a digital presence. You know, you'd
Yeah.
be surprised at how many people don't even have a digital presence online at the moment.
Yeah.